Is the number 12 from the calendar? Is that a household that we have?
Yes.
Is that the juvenile?
I believe we got it figured out. Oh, still Johnson?
It's LEP.
Yeah, we got, you guys got some fingerprinted?
We got the fingerprint.
A commissioner's gonna address it because he doesn't know if you should go back there to do the L.
Yeah.
So he's gonna tell me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
La única cosa que después no sé si nada. ¿No?
But,
All right.
Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. Thank you. Okay. All right, I'm inclined to handle some of the interpreter matters first. And then, because it looks like private counsel is still maybe consulting with this client. Let me find out here. Counsel, do you need more time? I'm inclined to knock out some of the interpreter matters first,
Oh,
so I can release the interpreter.
we're ready whenever, but if you want to knock out a custom.
Yeah. So she could, or so the interpreter could move forward.
Yeah, no,
But,
we're.
thank you. Okay. All right, good morning, everyone. Again, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for June 6, 2026. The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints that were given on the first calendar of this month shall apply to all matters on this calendar. I'd like to thank everyone for their patience this morning. We are starting a little late, but the court had to deal with some time-sensitive matters behind the scenes here. Before I call folks to the podium, I'd like to read the victim rights advisement. If you are a victim of a crime with a case pending before this court, you are advised that you have rights under Arizona law that, among others, include the right to be treated with fairness, dignity, and respect, the right to a speedy trial, the right to be present at court proceedings, to choose whether or not to be interviewed by the defendant or the defendant's attorney, to be heard before the court makes a decision on release, negotiation of a plea, scheduling and sentencing, and to receive restitution from a person who is convicted of causing you loss. If you have not already been provided with a written statement of all victims' rights, please contact the Victim Services Division of the Prosecutor's Office. I believe we're gonna handle some interpreter matters first. If I can have Carlos Cruz come to the podium, please, and if I can have Jonathan Quintana to the chair next to the door.
Si puede por favor pasar Carlos Cruz al podio y Jonathan Quintana tomará asiento en la silla al lado de la puerta.
Sure. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and your date of birth?
Carlos Martínez Cruz, 2 de julio del 92.
Carlos Martinez Cruz, July 2nd of 1992. Jose Garcia, court interpreter with CITS.
Thank you very much, Mr. Interpreter, for announcing. I was going to do that next, but thank you very much. All right. Mr. Cruz, you are here today as a result of a warrant from the Manistee Justice Court. It is for a DUI-related offense, which is a misdemeanor. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in this matter. Your next court date is an arraignment on June 10th at 10:30 in the morning in the Manistee Justice Court. The address and contact information of which will be provided to you in the paperwork you're going to receive here shortly. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court has taken note of the fact that this is an older case stemming back from 2022, and is concerned about the fact that this has taken many, many years to resolve. As such, the court is going to be imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $1,500. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions which apply. Excuse me. I'm going to go over all of those with you here today. You are not to contact the arresting officers in your matter. You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol. You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You cannot leave the state of Arizona. You must notify the court of any new address that you have. You must submit to a DNA testing and submit to a 10-print fingerprint directive. So with that, all of my instructions are also going to be provided to you in writing. If I can have you step to your left, please. And officers, I know that Jonathan Quintana is next. If we can have him come to the podium. But is there any update on Sergio Lopez? Is he still a house call? Has he has his condition maybe changed? Because ideally, I would like him in here because he's an interpreter matter as well.
I'll make a phone call to verify that.
Okay, thank you very much. If that could be possible, because it's going to be difficult for me to do that as a house call. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Jonathan Pérez Quintana, 10/17/2013.
Jonathan Perez Quintana, 10/17/2003.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for, allegedly, one count of transporting dangerous drugs for sale as a Class 2 felony, possession of dangerous drugs for sale as a Class 2 felony, illegally conducting an enterprise as a Class 3 felony, money laundering as a Class 3 felony, possession of a weapon by a prohibited person as a Class 4 felony, possession of a weapon during the commission of a felony as a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs and possession of narcotic drugs, both as Class 4 felonies, and possession of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. As to all counts, the court has found that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has taken note of the large quantity of drugs allegedly asserted in this matter, your ties to another country, the multiple weapons involved. As such, the court is imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100,000. Should you be able to post that bond, the court is also ordering that you be equipped with an electronic monitoring device prior to your release, also known as an ankle bracelet. And there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm going to go over them with you right now. You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You're not to possess any weapons. You're not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol. You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. And you are not to leave the state of Arizona. And should you be released and change addresses, you must contact and notify the court of any new address. A copy of all of my orders and all of your release conditions will be provided to you in writing. If I can have you step to your left, please. Okay, wonderful, wonderful. If I can have him come to the podium, please. Mr. Lopez, good morning. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Sergio Astorga López, 12 de mayo de 79.
Your Honor, may the interpreter request a repetition on the either middle name or first last name? The interpreter was not provided with this defendant's information. May the interpreter request a repetition from the defendant, Your Honor?
Yes, please do.
Señor López, no alcancé a escuchar cuál es el segundo nombre. Sergio, ¿qué, perdón? ¿Otra vez? ¿Lo puede repetir?
Astorga López.
Sergio Astorga López,
Sí.
May 12, 1979.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me one moment, please. So, Mr. Lopez, how old are you?
Pues ya ni me acuerdo ahorita porque cumplí años como 47 y yo soy del 79. 47 ahora que tengo. Ni
Well,
saco la cuenta.
I don't remember that well, but I believe I'm 47. I had my birthday recently. I'm from 79, so
Yeah.
I should be 47. Let me do the math.
Yeah.
You want to change the date of birth? I have a date of birth for you for January 1st, 1985. Is that not accurate?
No.
No.
Okay,
Yo nunca dije eso.
okay. Let the record reflect that we're going to be changing Mr. Lopez's date of birth to 5/12/1979. All right.
Sí.
Okay.
Yo nunca dije eso,
Yes.
lo que tiene ahí.
I
Okay.
never said any of that.
That's fine. I'm going to reprint some of those. All right, Mr. Lopez, one moment, please. All right. Mr. Lopez, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. I'm just gonna wait a minute. I'll go outside. It is for allegedly one count of aggravated assault as a Class 3 felony, one count of aggravated assault as a Class 5 felony, and one count of criminal damage, also as a Class 5 felony.
Yeah.
As to all counts, the court did find that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th. Both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has taken note of the fact that you have 3 prior felony convictions, that there are multiple victims in this matter. Your ties to another country also make you a possible flight risk. Overall, this equates to you being a danger to this community. And the court is going to be imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $25,000. Should you be able to post that bond, you are not to return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victims. You are not to have any contact with the arresting officers. You are not to possess any weapons. You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess any alcohol. You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You are not to leave the state, and you must contact the court if your address changes. A copy of all of my orders with all of your release conditions and everything else that I discussed with you today are going to be provided to you in writing. If I can have you step to your left, please. Thank you. Also, if I can have the interpreter announce to the gallery and ask if there's anyone else in the need of a Spanish-speaking interpreter.
Of course, Your Honor. A question for the court, though. The interpreter was provided with another case by the last name of Osorio Gamboa. As a possible Spanish case, Your Honor. In the meantime, the interpreter will make the announcement, Your Honor. ¿Hay alguien más presente esta mañana que necesite los servicios de interpretación al idioma español? Si puede, por favor, levantar su mano en este momento.
This one.
Okay, there is one more. There's somebody that indicated one more, and I think that is the individual that you just spoke about, Mr. Interpreter. Thank you for bringing that to my attention prior to me releasing you.
Of course, Your Honor.
I'm gonna ask that the individual come to the podium, please.
Señor Osorio Gamboa, si es usted el que se acerca, pase por favor al podio.
Sir, could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Brian O'Neill Osorio Gamboa, 1 de febrero de 1999.
Brian O'Neill Osorio Gamboa, February 1st of 1999.
Thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of a justice court warrant from the West McDowell Justice Court. It is for one count of DUI as a Class 1 misdemeanor. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on June 23rd at 1:30 p.m. in the West McDowell Justice Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, the court is going to be releasing you today on your own recognizance, as long as you promise to show up on your own in court on June 23rd. Do you promise?
Lo prometo.
I promise.
Okay. There are some additional release conditions that apply. I'm going to go over those with you as well. You are not to initiate contact with the arresting officers. You are not to possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription. You are not to possess or consume any alcohol. You are not to drive a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. You are not to leave the state of Arizona. And you must notify the court any and every time your address changes. A copy of all of your release conditions, including all of my orders and everything that we talked about here today, are going to be provided to you in writing. If I can ask you to please step to your left.
Thank you.
All right. I believe, Mr. Interpreter, I think that's it for the Spanish-speaking folks for this morning. Thank you very much for your help and your patience.
Absolutely, Your Honor. It's always a pleasure. Have a wonderful day, you and your staff.
You too. Thank you.
Well, it's not showing that it's signed on my end. First one.
Did I sign that other one for Sergio Lopez?
Yeah.
Did I end up? Oh, all right. There we go. All right. We're going to have to take a brief pause. I have to address an urgent, time-sensitive warrant request. So we're just going to hit pause for a moment while I do that.
Officer, good morning. This is Commissioner Tornado with IA Court on regular search warrant. I would like to be in order ready this morning. I just swear affirm that you are provided in your regular search warrant, but it's going to act as a investigation officer. Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, we can go back. Okay, if I can have Leonard Jimenez come to the podium, please. Good morning, sir. Could you please give me your full name and your date of birth?
Leonard Jimenez, July 21st, 1972.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the I'm sorry, it's not a new matter. It's an arrest warrant stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for 2 counts of ag DUI, both as class 4 felonies. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. Let me get through the information I have for you, and if there's something that you need to address the court about, I always let folks address the court. As to your release conditions in this matter, a previous judicial officer, that is the judicial officer that issued the warrant in your matter, also imposed a bond amount. It is a cash only bond. Let me just double check this. It is a cash only bond in the amount of $50,000, $50,000 cash only. I believe some of the rationale behind it is the extensive prior felony history that you have. I believe there's 11 felonies here that are mentioned. So should you be able to post your bond, that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of those with you, but they're going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a court date on the 11th already.
Is it for a different matter?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was OR on this matter right here. Before, I can't be OR now.
Because of every time that there's a bench warrant or something else more serious changes the nature of the facts of the procedural posture of the case. Usually, not all the time, but usually those the release conditions get extensively harsher. That's why. You will be. I have appointed an attorney to represent you, and you can discuss modification of your release conditions with your attorney in about 5 days. All right. You're going to get a copy of all the paperwork here related to your matter. If I can have you step to your left, please. Thank you. All right. Who's the attorney here?
Michael Cantor. Michael David.
Right, on which matter? Okay, number. Okay. Officers, could one of you ask if council's ready, to, up to the podium? And can we find out, is the state still sticking around? Is the state still here?
Your Honor, this is Dawn Sauer. I'm present online.
Good morning, Ms. Sauer.
Good morning.
May I call it, if that's, are you in a position to, if I call the matter, to address it?
I'm ready, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, wonderful. All right. All right, this is number 2 on the calendar, State of Arizona versus Kenneth Benjamin, and my apologies in advance for mispronouncing your last name. I believe it's
Mokri.
Mokri?
Yeah, Mokri, Your Honor.
Thank you very much for your assistance there, counsel. State of Arizona v. Kenneth Benjamin Mokri. This is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. If I can have appearances, please, starting with the state.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dawn Sauer on behalf of the state.
Good morning, Ms. Sauer.
Good morning, Your Honor. Eddie Nas with DM Cantor on behalf of Mr. Keith Mokri.
Thank you. And counsel, are you here just for this just for the purposes of the IA only?
Yes, only for the purpose of the IA, and we filed a notice of appearance, which is limited.
I did get that. And should you proceed moving forward, I would just ask that you file another notice of appearance.
Yeah, we would ask the court to appoint a public defender. If Mr. Mokri has us on board for this case, we'll file a notice of appearance regarding that.
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
Sure. All right. Let's, and Mr. Mokri, if I can ask you to give me your full name and your date of birth.
Your Honor, Keith Mokri, 4/22/70.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Like I said, this is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly 1 count of aggravated assault as a class 4 felony. Does counsel for defendant wish to be heard on the issue of probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Please proceed.
Okay. So, Your Honor, I was looking over the probable cause statement. It's pretty short in this case. I want to address one thing. The probable cause statement lists the alleged victim as Mr. Mokri's stepson. That is not that's incorrect in this case. There's no Mr. Mokri and the alleged victim are not related in any matter through as a stepson. In terms of the allegations, this is a class 4 felony that the state is alleging. We're arguing that there's no probable cause to support that in this case. The probable cause statement says that Mr. Mokri allegedly grabbed the alleged victim by the neck and left marks. However, there's no indication. The state has to prove that there's some sort of strangulation, some sort of impeding of breathing, as well as some sort of restricting of blood flow that's not found in this case. So there's no evidence of any of that. So we're asking the court to, sorry, let me just step back a little bit. What the allegations show is a simple assault. It's not an aggravated assault. So we're asking this court to essentially find that there's no probable cause in terms of the probable cause statement.
Well, I don't have the, obviously I don't have the full police report. I am going off of what is on the Form 4. Counsel, as you know, probable cause burden is it's not beyond a reasonable doubt. It's a lower burden to prove. And at this point, I am going to find that there is over counsel's objection or request that I find no probable cause. I am going to find that probable cause does exist in this matter. I am appointing, other than for the purposes of this hearing, I am appointing an attorney to represent you, sir, moving forward. Should you elect to hire your own attorney at your own cost and expense, I'm sure they'll be able to jump in on your case as it moves down the road. Your next, right now, Well, I'd like to hear arguments on release before I give you what your next court date is. It's going to be a status conference, but depending on what we do with release, it's going to be, those dates are going to vary. I'd like to hear from the state first.
Yes, Your Honor. I would have spoken up a moment ago, but I wanted to double check one thing before I did. I do agree with defense counsel, actually. The Form 4 did not mention anything about breathing being impeded. I did obtain the police report to find out if there was additional information there. And the police report does specifically say no mention of being deprived of breathing. And for that reason, I don't believe there's probable cause for a Class 4. I was thinking there was probable cause for a Class 6, being that the victim was a minor, and I was just trying to double check what the age of the victim was. I don't believe the Form 4
Counsel,
stated.
sorry to cut you off. I believe the age of the alleged victim in this case just is around 16 and a half, could be 17. And I know the statute states that if they're under 14, I believe, then it would rise to an aggravated assault.
I did find the age just now in the police report, and it lists the age as 16. And then in looking at the statute, it's for a person, the victim. Okay, the person's 18 years old and commits the assault on a minor under 15. So I actually don't believe that there would be PC for that subsection either, Your Honor. And for that reason, the state's not recommendation for bail.
Let me ask the state. Their counsel also made, an allegation, or made an argument that there is no. I mean, I'm looking at a stepson allegation. I mean, have there been any supplemental reports submitted to say that that the alleged victim is not, in fact, a stepson or related to the defendant in any way?
The police report also says stepson.
Okay.
And I've conferred with Mr. Mokri on the situation. The alleged victim is not his stepson in any way. They're just family friends. They've known each other through family, but there's no relationship of a stepson relationship in this case.
So there's no relation and there's no familial relationship, counsel?
If I can just ask Mr. Mokri really quickly. I believe that Mr. Mokri just said that they've been friends since he was young. That's pretty much it. There's no family relationship.
Okay. Well, in light of what I'm hearing, I mean, I don't have to find it, I don't know, I don't know who the law enforcement officers talked to get that information. Obviously, it may not have been. I don't have the full police report, so I don't have it all in front of me. All right, I'm inclined. So they don't live together. They don't live in the same house.
No, they do not live in the same house.
Let me just change this up a little bit. I mean, the whole nature of the. So, counsel, for the state, what are you recommending in terms of release at this point?
Your Honor, I'm not seeing probable cause under any of the subsections for 1204 at this point. So the state is withdrawing the written recommendation that was previously submitted and is not recommending a bond.
Okay. Counsel for defense, I am inclined to agree, and I am inclined just to release. Well, I have to amend the nature of the offense, but I'm inclined to release your client, OR, here today. Do you want to try to talk me out of it?
No objection to that, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, then with that said, I'm trying to amend this in the computer as a, from what I believe, this is gonna be a simple, assault as a misdemeanor level offense.
And that's what we're asking for in this case.
For some reason, I can't,
Yeah, and I believe it would qualify as a misdemeanor, but there's not a misdemeanor charge that he was booked under. Only the 1204 at this point. I think it's likely
Yeah.
that the matter will be referred to the city for misdemeanor prosecution, but for the felony charge submitted on, I don't see PC.
Unless the court's inclined to actually dismiss it for no probable cause, and then I'm sure the state will refer it to.
I'm gonna find that then, because I can't change, for some reason, I can't change the nature of the offense down to, it's not even letting me get into the system at all. I'm gonna find no PC on the class 4.
Thank you.
Again, what that means, and I'm sure, sir, your attorney will flush this out with you as well. It doesn't mean necessarily that your case is dismissed. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna give you a next court date. I'm inclined to release you OR today. I'm gonna give you a next court date. At the next court, make sure you show up to that next court date. Your case may be just dismissed at that point, at your next court, or before even your next court date. I don't know if the county wants to hold on to it as a misdemeanor. I don't know how they may want to do it. The prosecutor said it may be referred to the city for prosecution. I'm gonna let them sort it, and just make sure you get to your next court date. I mean, it could be as simple as you walking in. They're going to give you a piece of paper saying that this matter is dismissed, and then you walking back out.
So just to confirm, Your Honor, so your finding is there's no probable cause, but he'll still have a court date in Superior Court?
Correct. There's no probable cause as to the aggravated assault.
Okay.
So there is a assault related offense in there, or PC for an assault related offense. So I'm not just going to dismiss outright. I don't think but I'm not going to dismiss just outright. I'm just going to give you a next court date. I'm going to, and then depending on what they do at the next court date, whether the county wants to keep it, it may be referred to a justice court at that point, or it may be just dismissed altogether and referred to for a city court prosecution. Anyway, in either way, whether it's a justice court or a municipal court, it'll be a misdemeanor related scenario.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay, so your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, and all this is going to be in writing. At 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing, which we'll probably never get to, on June 24th, also at 8:30 in the morning. Both matters in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, I'm going to be releasing you OR. I'm going to find there is no probable cause to exist as to the aggravated assault matter. But because this matter isn't fully dismissed at the county level, at the Superior Court level yet, I am also going to ask that I'm also going to instruct that as part of your release conditions, that you have no contact with the alleged victim or any in this matter, or any of the alleged witnesses in this matter. I believe that there may have been a witness, maybe.
Yeah, I believe
so. With that said, I also see that you don't have any prior felony convictions or anything of that sort. So I'm going to include, don't have any contact with the arresting officers, don't possess or consume any drugs without a valid prescription, don't drink any alcohol, don't drive a motor vehicle without a driver's license. All pretty standard stuff. If your address changes, you got to let us know that your address changed. At this point, I'm not going to require a DNA testing. I think you've already been fingerprinted.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
And Your Honor, in regards to the address, do you have an address in Phoenix? Is that correct?
I'm going to ask staff.
Okay.
They'll be able to locate it in the system.
Just want to make sure.
If the address that we have is in Phoenix. Yeah.
So if Phoenix, we're just gonna talk. Yeah. Because I know the probable cause, the Form 4 listed a Phoenix address, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we would have to update the address. Or can that be handled at his status?
Counsel, you're asking me about back office stuff that I have no.
Oh, really? Okay. Then we can possibly.
I don't, because I know somehow it gets off of the Form 4 into his general, file, but I don't.
We can address that at the status, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I'll look at it. If you could, instead of just writing, stating it on the record, if you could just write it down somewhere and hand it to my staff, and if we can update it, we will. Prior to the status conference.
What do you think? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you, Judge.
All right, and if there's nothing else, from the state?
Nothing else, Your Honor.
All right, then, you can go ahead and be dismissed on this matter, and
Thank you, Judge.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thanks for coming in on a Saturday.
Of course, Judge.
And then, yeah,
Is it okay if I just talk to Mr. Moore?
sure, absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Well, I kind of spoke up ahead of the officers. That's okay. Okay.
So, correct. There's a couple minutes. All right, if you want to just go back there. Let me just...
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to go ahead and call the next matter. Jeffrey Sorrells Jr. to the podium, please. Sure, if you could go to the podium. And if I can have John Bonkowski to the chair next to the door. Sir, good morning, or good afternoon. Could you please give me your full name and date of birth?
Jeffrey Sorrells, 21781.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of 6 different matters. So we're gonna go through all of them. The first is the newest matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs for sale as a Class 2 felony and 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs as a Class 4 felony. As to both counts, I did find that probable cause does exist. I did appoint an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th at 8:30 in the morning, followed by an evidentiary hearing on June 12th at 1:30 in the afternoon, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th at 8:30 in the morning, downtown, all in the downtown Superior Court. A copy of all these dates you're going to get in writing as well. As for this matter, let's talk about your release conditions in this matter. So it's not just you, it's anyone who is accused of committing a new offense while on felony release for other offenses. As to that new offense, that person is to be held non-bondable. So again, I have to do this for everybody. It's pursuant to statute. So in this case, I'm going to order that you be held non-bondable. However, you can readdress the non-bondable issue at your evidentiary hearing on June 12th, as I have appointed an attorney for you on this matter, and I will be appointing an attorney for you in all matters. Okay.
Why the date so far up?
Your very first date is June 11th. That's about 5 days out. So, all right, that's number 16 on the calendar. Number 14 on the calendar, it's a warrant, bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney in that matter as well. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th at 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing also at 8:30 in the morning, both matters in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, I am going to be affirming a previously set bond by another judicial officer in the amount of, it's a cash only bond in the amount of $1,500. As to your next matter, number 15 on the calendar, that's also a bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for 2 Class 4 felonies. I have appointed an attorney in this matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation and possible disposition hearing, all on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. I have to reprint this one.
Excuse me, Judge.
Yes.
I'm not fit to make no bond, obviously. I was on a run. I'm just trying to get this stuff over with, man. They don't offer no drug rehab, no nothing. It's just prison. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't no rehabilitation or anything like that. So I don't want to spread it out if you don't. I mean, just me speaking and just.
It's, you know, you're either going to be seen on June 11th or June 12th, one of those things. Again, 5-6 days out. You can discuss a universal plea scenario with your appointed counsel. And usually the state accommodates that pretty quickly.
I'm already going to prison, though.
I'm sorry?
I'm already going to prison.
But all matters should be in favor, that kind of thing. Number 17 is I got to go through all your cases. Your fourth matter is number 17 on the calendar. It's a bench warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court, again, for 2 counts of Class 4 felonies. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, just like almost everything else, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to the release conditions in this matter, the court has imposed a secured appearance, is affirming a cash-only bond in the amount of $500. Your next matter, number 18 on the calendar, it's also a bench warrant for a Class 4 felony. I've appointed an attorney to represent you here as well. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. And as to this matter, the court is affirming a cash-only bond in the amount of $1,500. And finally, your last matter on the calendar, number 19, it's also a bench warrant stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a Class 4 felony, where I've appointed an attorney to represent you as well. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, just like most of everything else, is followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. In this matter, I'm affirming a previously set cash-only bond in the amount of $50. Should you be able to make bond because you've readdressed the non-bondable release conditions in your first matter, there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of those with you. They apply for each and every single case, but you are going to get a copy of everything here for of all my orders, of all your court dates, of all the stuff that I didn't even go over for each and every single one of your cases. You're going to get a copy of everything here shortly. And that one just caught up.
Yeah.
Okay. If I can have you step to your left. John Bonkowski to the podium, please, and Blake Santos to the chair next to the door. Sir, good morning. Oh, no, good afternoon. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
John Brian Domkowski, 4/29/1968.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a Maricopa County probation violation warrant for a Class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation, revocation, arraignment, and possible disposition hearing on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged in this matter that you have violated terms 3, 4, and 5 of your probation. I am affirming a previously set secured appearance bond in the amount of $750. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that apply that I'm not going to go over with you here today, but I would like to stress the fact that you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. If I can have you step to your left, you'll get a copy of all your orders. Thank you. Blake Santos, please to the podium, and Angelina Mendoza to the chair next to the door. Good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Blake Xavier Santos, 10606.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly one count of theft of means of transportation, a class 3 felony. I did find probable cause to exist as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd at 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, also at 8:30 in the morning, in both matters in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has noted the fact that you have no prior felony conviction. As such, I believe it is appropriate for you to be released today on your own recognizance. Upon your release, there are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all of them with you. Ones I'd like to point out is that you have no contact with the alleged victims in this matter. The rest of your release conditions, along with all the orders that I've discussed here with you today and the information I've given you, will be provided to you in the writing that you are about to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please. All right, Angelica Mendoza to the podium, please, and Andrea Montez Matzes to the chair next to the door. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Angelina Mendoza, date of birth is January 14th, 1975.
Thank you very much. And we're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the El Mirage Municipal Court. It is for allegedly one count of assault and one count of disorderly conduct, both as misdemeanor offenses. As to both counts, I did find probable cause to exist. However, given the nature of the offenses and the jurisdiction, it being a municipal court, cannot appoint. You are not entitled to court-appointed counsel. However, you can hire private counsel at your own cost and expense if you so wish.
Okay.
Moving forward in this case, as to your release conditions in this matter, the court has noted that you do have some priors, but they are over about 20 years old.
Yes, sir. I don't usually get into this kind of trouble.
And these are misdemeanor related offenses. So I'm inclined to release you on your own recognizance here today, as long as you promise to appear at your next court date on June 23rd. It's going to be an arraignment hearing, June 23rd at 8:30 a.m. Again in the El Mirage Municipal Court. Do you so promise?
Yes, Your Honor, I promise.
All right. There are additional release conditions that apply. You cannot have any contact with the alleged victim in this matter. You cannot return to the scene of the alleged crime.
Okay.
Now, I understand that the scene of the alleged crime may be a place where both you and the alleged
That is
victim
correct, yes,
reside.
sir. But I do have a friend that lives down the street that I can stay with.
Okay, great, because that's what I was going to order. You can't reside in the same location.
Okay.
And then I am going to you are going to have to find a new place, an alternative residence to go to.
That's fine. I'm planning on leaving anyway, so that's
pending the outcome of this matter. However, with all that said, I'm also going to issue one civil standby order. And what that is that you contact local law enforcement in the city or town that you live in. You make an appointment to meet with them at your current address, and they'll allow you about 15, 20 minutes to take out some essential belongings and relocate them to your alternative residence. This will stay in effect until either the matter concludes or another judicial officer changes my orders. The rest of your release conditions, I'm not going to go over with you, but they're going to be all provided in the information and paperwork you're about to receive.
Okay, thank you.
If I can have you step to your left. Thank you. Adrian Matzis, please, to the podium, and if I can have Radiance Griffin to the chair next to the door. Good afternoon, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Adrian Darnell Edward Montez, 7/23/87.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here as a result of two different matters. The first is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of aggravated DUI as a class 4 felony. The court has found probable cause to exist as to that count. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, 2 days later, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the new matter, I am going to be releasing you today to the supervision of I am going to be releasing you today under a supervised release type situation. That's going to be monitored by your assigned adult probation officer. I'm also going to add that you submit to alcohol testing and monitoring as prescribed, as required by your adult probation officer for this matter. Your second matter, number 31 on the calendar, that's a probation violation matter for a class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, it is alleged that you have violated term 1 of your probation. Term 1 of everyone's probation is not to commit new offenses while on probation. In this case, it's the ag DUI that we just talked about earlier. However, as to this matter, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance as well. There are additional release conditions that apply to both matters that I have not gone over with you, but you're going to get a copy of all the release conditions in the paperwork you're about to receive shortly. However, one release conditions that I would like to stress as to both matters is that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your being released. Okay. With that, if I could have you step to your left.
Thank you.
Radiance Griffin, please, to the podium. And Bradley Johnson to the chair next to the door. Good afternoon. Please give me your full name and date of birth, please.
Radiance Griffin, 7/12/88.
Okay. Thank you very much. You are here today as a result of two different matters. The first is number 13 on the calendar. It is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for, allegedly, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, one count of possession of narcotic drugs, both class 4 felonies, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. As to the possession of narcotic drugs, I did not find probable cause to exist. However, as to the possession of the dangerous drugs and the paraphernalia, I did find probable cause to exist. As such, I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd. June 22nd, a little ways out, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court deems it appropriate at this time to, given the facts in your case, to release you on your own recognizance here today. As long as you promise to show up on your own on the 22nd.
I will.
Okay. Then let's move on to your second matter, number 35 on the calendar. It is for a probation violation warrant for a class 6 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you in that matter as well. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on June 12th. That's a little sooner than the other one. June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, it is alleged that you have violated term 1 of your probation with the other offense. Term 1 of everybody's probation is not to commit new offenses while on probation. So the new offense alleged against you is that term 1 that we just talked about. However, if I'm going to release you on your other one, I'm going to release you on this one as well. So I'm going to order you be released on your own recognizance. Now, this is a different court date of June 12th. You're going to show up to that one on your own? Promise?
Yes.
Okay, all right. As to both cases, there are additional release conditions that apply that I haven't gone over with you. However, as to both cases, one release condition that I need to stress to you is that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your
Okay.
Okay. The rest, everything else will be provided to you in writing. If I can have you step to your left, please.
For sure.
Bradley Johnson, please, to the podium. And Oscar Williams to the chair next to the door. Good afternoon, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Bradley Norman J. Johnson, 2/15/83.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for allegedly one count of possession of narcotic drugs, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, both class 4 felonies, as well as one count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. As to all counts, the court did find that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions, the court has noted the fact that you do have one prior felony conviction, but that is over 10 years old. It was for a class 6 felony. So as such, the court deems it appropriate to release you today on your own recognizance. There are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over all those with you, but they're going to be included in the paperwork that you are about to receive.
I'm not going to be released today, or?
You are.
Oh,
I'm ordering you released on your own recognizance.
Oh, thank you.
So you can, as long as you show up, as long as you promise to show up on your own on June 22nd.
Yes, sir. I
Okay.
messed up.
And that date and the times and the location and everything we talked about here today, including some of the things we didn't, that's all going to be provided in the paperwork you're about to receive.
Thank you.
All right. If I can have you step to your left. Thank you.
Number 5. Are you able to make that one amended? I guess the charges, it was a DUI, but it's supposed to actually be a probation violation. So they fixed it back there. But I'm not sure if you're here. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
and
the
he was-
charges that was listed.
It was at a probation violation for the DUI?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, then that's fine. I thought it was a totally different, scenario, which would have, we would have to bring him back, but, okay, it should be good.
Okay.
All right. All right, Bradley, Johnson to the, I'm sorry, Oscar Williams to the podium, please. Tyler McGriff to the chair next to the door. Good afternoon. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Oscar Williams, 4/26/2005.
All right. Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Encanto Justice Court. It is for one count as a misdemeanor of failure to admit the fact that you had a deadly weapon on your person. As to that count, allegedly. As to that count, the court did find that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on June 25th at 1:30 in the afternoon, again in the Encanto Justice Court. As to the release conditions in your matter, given the circumstances in your case, the court deemed it appropriate to release you today on your own recognizance. There's some additional release conditions that also apply. I'm not going to go over those with you, but they're going to be provided in the paperwork you're about to receive. If I can have you step to your left.
Appreciate you.
All right, Tyler McGriff, please, to the podium. And Dejunin Patton to the chair next to the door, please. Good afternoon, sir. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Tyler McGriff, 8/20/1996.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for one count of DUI as a class 1 misdemeanor and one count of being in possession of vapor-releasing substances as a class 5 felony. As to both counts, the court did find that probable cause does exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter,
Can I say something?
well, let me just, finish with what I'm about to say, because,
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
because you may talk me out of something that I may say that you may like.
Okay,
So
you're right.
just give me a chance to get it, but then I will always let people address the court after
All
I
right.
finish, speaking. So I did see that you do have a little bit of a history. That was a while back.
I've been doing real good.
And that's excellent to hear. Because of that, I am going to be releasing you today to the supervision of pretrial services. And what that is when you get released today, here today, you're going to receive information in an envelope of a number to call. Those folks are just going to help monitor you throughout the course of your case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to leave it to their discretion. I'm going to order alcohol testing and drug testing, but it's going to be up to them to let you know when that's going to happen and how and all that other stuff is going to happen. So with that said, I think that's more appropriate at this point than, especially given the history, the age of your history, and the fact, like you said, you've been doing really well. Yeah, you're going to be released to pretrial services.
Okay.
Again, all that information is going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. There's some additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over with you. I'm not going to go over that with you, but it, again, is going to be included in the paperwork
sir.
you're about to receive.
All right, thank
That's
you.
it. Did you want to say something?
No, I don't need to
Okay.
say no.
All right. Fantastic. All right. Mr. Patton, to the podium, please. Sir, please give me your full name and date.
Dave Ron Patton, August 28, 1998.
Thank you very much. Sir, you're here today as a result of 4 different matters. Let's slowly march through all of them. All right, the first one is a brand new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a class 4 felony, and 1 count of assault as a class 1 misdemeanor, allegedly, as to both counts. As to the felony count, I did not find probable cause to exist. I did find probable cause as the assault, but that's the misdemeanor offense. As such, I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. The fact that I did not find any probable cause to exist as to the felony count, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today on this matter. There are additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over those with you, but I'd like to point out that you cannot have any contact with the alleged victim in this matter. Your next matter, number 37 on the calendar, is a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court for a class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. As to this matter, given the circumstances of everything else, I am going to be releasing you on your own recognizance. Just make sure you get to court on June 12th on your own. Your third matter, number 38 on the calendar, is also a probation violation warrant for it's also a probation violation warrant. I have appointed an attorney to represent you into this matter as well. Next court date, probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on June 12th. Again, same as the other one, June 12th, 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance in this matter as well. And then finally, your last matter, number 39 on the calendar, probation violation warrant, stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. Different warrant, but just, different cases.
Okay.
But same circumstances. I'm appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date,
June 12th.
June 12th. Probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing. I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance on this matter as well. Now, in terms of your release conditions, there are release conditions as to all 4 of your matters that I haven't gone over with you. They're going to be provided in writing. One in the writing that you're about to receive, one that I would like to stress is that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release as to All met. Okay. All right.
Yes, sir.
If you step to your left, you're going to get a copy of all your paperwork here on all your matters.
Thank you. Have a blessed
Thank
day.
you. Tara Hanna, please. To the podium. And Julian Hart to the chair next to the door. All right. Good afternoon. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
Tara Hannah, June 10th, 1985.
Okay, fantastic. Ma'am, you are here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the East Mesa Justice Court. It's for one count of driving on a suspended license, suspended, revoked, or canceled license, a class 1 misdemeanor. I did find, allegedly, I did find probable cause to exist as to that count. I'm appointing a attorney to represent you. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing on June 24th. June 24th at 9 a.m., again in the East Mesa Justice Court, the address of which is going to be the paperwork you're about to receive. Given the circumstances of this case, I believe it's something that can be handled relatively quickly and easily. I don't believe restrictive release conditions apply, so I'm going to be releasing you on your own recognizance here today. There's some additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over those with you. They're all going to be included in the writing you're about to receive.
Thank you.
Thank you. If I can have you step to your left. Thank you. Julian Hart, please. And Victoria Kirchner to the chair next to the door. All right, please give me your full name and date of birth.
Joy Marie Hart, April 8th, 1985.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you're here today as a result of a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court. It is for allegedly one count of possession of dangerous drugs for, just simple possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony, and one count of possession of drug paraphernalia as a class 6 felony. As to both counts, the court did find that probable cause does exist. I am appointing an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 22nd at 8:30 in the morning, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, also at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior. Both matters are in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court is concerned about your history, your criminal history. It's all pretty much drug-related offenses. And the court just wishes that at some point you start to address these types of issues. I'm not going to impose a bond in your matter. I think it is more important that you're supervised versus anything else. So I am going to be releasing you today to the custody of pretrial services. I'm going to order that you report to pretrial services within 72 hours of your release, and that could be as simple as just making a call. You're going to get information as to how to do all that in the paperwork you're about to receive. I'm also going to direct pretrial services to do drug testing and monitoring at their discretion. So be in contact with them as to how that will all unfold. And that's going to be for the duration of your case until the case is resolved. There are some additional release conditions that apply. I'm not going to go over those with you, but they're all going to be included in the paperwork you're going to receive. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Thank you.
So, Victoria Kirchner, please. Good afternoon, ma'am. Please give me your full name and date of birth.
It's Victoria Erlene Kirchner, and it's 7/13/81.
Thank you very much. Ma'am, you are here today as a result of a justice court warrant from the Dreamy Draw Justice Court. It's for an older case. The warrant was issued back in 2021.
So I moved in 2021, and I didn't change, it's my fault, I didn't change my address, but I never got that warrant. So it kind of didn't catch up with me until this evening, or yesterday evening, when I got pulled over. I was like, oh, okay. So I had no idea it even existed.
Okay. It's an initial arrest warrant. I mean, for the case stemming in 2020. And it's a class 1 misdemeanor, the bad check scenario. So the bad check allegation. So Given the age of the case, I'm gonna ask that you put a little skin in the game. I'm gonna impose a secured appearance bond in the amount of $100.
Okay, I paid it already. I paid my bond of $100 earlier. I believe my mom did.
Okay.
So it's already paid?
If that's, I'm gonna go ahead and affirm that bond.
Okay.
I'm not gonna increase it. That's what the
Thank
other
you.
judge wanted. That's
Yeah.
what they're gonna get. So if they've already posted it, then you should be somewhere in the process of being released, processed out. There are some additional release conditions that apply. I'm not gonna go over those with you, but they're gonna be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. And I believe matters like this could be handled very easily, very quickly.
Right.
With the court. Just show up and it'll be handled. Again, your next court date is an arraignment hearing on June 10th at 8:30 in the morning in the Dreamy Draw Justice Court. You're gonna get a copy of all your release conditions, stuff that I've gone over. So if I haven't gone over in the paperwork you're about to receive here shortly, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Jose Escobedo.
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Sir, you're here today. I'm sorry. Give me your full name and date of birth.
It is Jose Luis Rodriguez Escobedo, 10/25/1999. Is my
Thank you very
birthday.
much.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're here on for two different matters. The first is a new matter stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for allegedly one count of unlawful flight as a Class 5 felony and one count of driving on a suspended license and one count of reckless driving. Those are both misdemeanor offenses. As to all counts, the court did find probable cause to exist. I'm going to have to reprint this. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference on June 11th, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 15th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to your release conditions in this matter, the court has taken note of the fact that you have 3 felony priors, that you're on probation at the time of the offense, and some of the circumstances allegedly pose a danger to the community. As such, the court is going to be imposing a secured appearance bond in the amount of $5,000. Should you be able to post that bond, there are additional release conditions that you must follow. I'm not going to go over all of them with you, but one I'd like to point out is not to have any contact with the alleged victims in this matter. As to your second matter, number 32 on the calendar, it's for a probation violation warrant from the Maricopa County Superior Court. I have appointed an attorney to represent you. Your next court date is a probation revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. In this matter, it is alleged that you have violated term 1 of your probation. And the court has imposed a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. As to both matters, there are release conditions that apply should you be able to post that bond, and that I haven't gone over with you, but they're going to be included in the paperwork you're about to receive. One release condition I'd like to stress is that you contact your probation officer within 72 hours of your release. All right, and with that, if I can have you step to your left, please.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Did you communicate about the time with the report?
Oh, I don't know if I did already. You know, it keeps popping up. I keep saying, it keeps saying that he's not indigent. I'm hoping that, okay, this time I think it stuck. While we are waiting for the interpreter to come online, I am going to address the 2 house calls. Number 9, Anthony Tate, who is here on a probation violation warrant for a Class 4 felony. I have appointed an attorney to represent him in this matter. His next court date, I will advise him, is a probation revocation arraignment, possible disposition hearing on June 12th at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. It is alleged that he had violated terms 3, 5, and 15 of his probation, and I am inclined to affirm a previously set secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. Number 3 on the calendar is a second house call. It is Joseph Mangiano. He's here, date of birth 11/20/1991. He is here on a new case stemming from the Maricopa County Superior Court for 1 count of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and 1 count of drug paraphernalia as a Class 6 felony. As to both counts, the court did find probable cause to exist. I have appointed an attorney to represent him. I will advise him that his next court date is a status conference on June 22nd, followed by a preliminary hearing on June 24th, both at 8:30 in the morning, both in the downtown Superior Court. As to his release conditions, I am inclined to release Mr. Mangano and his own recognizance, given the fact that he has no prior felony convictions. If my release if the release conditions change after I meet with these individuals, that change will be reflected in a separate writing, and as I will not be coming back on record as to those 2 matters following the conclusion of this calendar. With that said, I believe we have one last matter with 3 different cases. It's Vasily Sava.
Hello, my name is Santiago, interpreter 9263. I'm your Lionbridge Romanian interpreter. I'm ready for your instructions.
Okay. If you could, thank you for announcing. If you could have Mr. Sava ask him to come to the podium, please.
Domnul Sava, eu sunt translator, o să vă ajut cu limba. Vă rog frumos să veniți aici la masă,
Aici
acolo la ghișeu.
Da.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right, sir, could you please give me your full name and your date of birth? And everything will have to go through the interpreter, even though you may understand a little English.
Speak English, please. Speak English. No problem. Translation, no problem. Spuneți, vă rog.
The interpreter speaking, did you want me to proceed or did you want him to do it in English?
We are going to go over some very technical terms. Please advise him that we are going to go over some very technical terms. I just want to make sure that his comprehension of the English language he'll be able to encompass that and understand it.
Deci o să stăm de vorbă cu niște termeni așa tehnice. Vreau să mă asigur că o să le înțelegeți atunci în limba engleză.
Da, vă rog frumos, bine, da.
All right, that's fine. All right. That's fine.
All right, Mr. Interpreter, would you mind? Okay, I'm going to proceed in English. I think that'll be fine. Would you mind? I hate to ask you to do this, but would you mind just standing by?
Certainly, interpreter standing by.
Okay. All right, Mr. Sava, we are going to proceed in English. If at any point you do not understand what I'm saying to you, we do have the interpreter just standing by. He's on hold.
Good, interpret. It's good. Interpret is good. He understand everything. Interpret is okay. Yeah.
So do you want to proceed in English or do you want to proceed in...
Very big English. Understand, no possible. Is good interpreted.
Okay. All right. So we are going to move forward with the interpreter in this matter. I'm just going to ask Mr. Sava that you please, everything that you say to the interpreter, allow him a chance to address the court, and then it will go the same way. All right. So with that said, Mr. Interpreter, I think you're back online. We're back on. All right. All right, sir, Mr. Sava, you're here to give me your full name and your date of birth again, please.
15 februarie. 15 februarie 71.
February 1571.
And what is your full name?
Sava.
Let him.
Da, lăsați-mă să traduc. Deci, numele complet al dumneavoastră.
Sava Vasile.
Vasile Saba.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Sir, you are here today as a result of 3 different matters.
Deci sunteți aici din cauza 3 cauze diferite.
All 3 matters are fugitive of justice matters.
Toate 3 cauze, fiindcă ați fugit de la justiție.
As to all 3 matters, you have arrest warrants issued against you from 3 different states.
Pentru toate 3 cauze aveți mandate de arestare din 3 state diferite.
One is from the state of Florida, the other is from the state of Illinois, and the third is from the state of Missouri.
Unul este din statul Florida, unul din statul Illinois, unul din statul Missouri.
All 3 states have indicated that they want you back.
Toate 3 state au zis că vă vreau înapoi acolo.
Prior to you coming to the podium, were you handed a laminated card?
Înainte să veniți aici la podiumul lui, v-au dat un card laminat?
Domnul, eu vin din Kansas acum. Am făcut pușcărie în California 1 an și 6 luni. De acolo m-a luat Kansas, din Kansas m-a dus aici. Eu n-am fugit de la nicio poliție. Deci am venit din stat în stat și sunt aici.
Give him a chance.
Un moment, domnul. I just came from Kansas. Look, I was in jail in California for a year, 6 months. Then from there, they took me to Kansas. From Kansas, I came here. I haven't been running from any laws or anything.
Okay. Did you get a chance to review the laminated card that was given to you prior to you coming to the podium?
Mă rog, ați analizat cartonul ăla laminat înainte să veniți aici la podium?
Nu înțeleg. Mai spuneți o dată, vă rog.
I don't understand. Could you repeat that?
Prior to coming to the podium, were you given a laminated card with information?
Înainte să vă veniți aici la podium acum, v-au dat un carton laminat cu niște informații?
Mi-a zis că o să vin aici, în Arizona, și pușcăria care am făcut în Los Angeles, în California, o să-mi face concurent cu pușcăria asta. Și am semnat eu cu voia mea să vin aici. Că-mi face concurent cu pușcăria care a făcut. Da.
No. The thing is, they had said that I had to come here to Arizona and that the jail here would run concurrent to the one in California. So my jail here would be concurrent with the one in California. So I signed whatever to come here.
What I asked you was a yes or no. Was an answer with either a yes or a no. Did you get a card in front of you? You for the 3rd time, you refused to respond. So at this point, I am going to find that you do not want to sign your paperwork for to waiving your extradition rights. And I am going to give you an extradition hearing. I'm going to give you the next date for your extradition hearing. I'm sorry that was long-winded for the interpreter. If you could catch that up, please.
I got it. Deci, nu mi-ați răspuns la întrebare. Eu am vorbit despre altceva. Mă rog, văd că vă 3 ori nu mi-ați răspuns. Mă rog, deci, presupun că nu vreți să semnați atunci actele ca să renunțați.
Eu semnez, dar de ce nu spui? Da, eu semnez, da. Me, please, please.
interpret's being, he just
This
shouted.
translation no good. This translation no good. No speak good. Eu semnesc extradare. Spuneți că semnesc. Da. Me sign, please.
Okay, I'll
Please.
sign the extradition. I'll sign the extradition.
Yeah. Me sign. No problem.
If you sign the extradition waiving your right to an extradition, here's the thing. You have a right to an extradition hearing. If you can interpret that.
Deci aveți un drept la audiență de extradare.
Da, eu semnesc. Da.
If you choose to
That's fine.
waive your right, if you choose to waive your right to the extradition hearing, the requesting state will have 30 days to come and get you.
It's okay.
If you choose to have a hearing,
Dacă renunț...
if you choose to have a hearing, that whole process could take up to 90 days. Do you want to have a hearing or do you want to waive your right to a hearing?
Deci dacă renunțați dreptul să solicitați, să renunțați la extradare, poate să dureze 30 de zile ca ei să vină să vă ducă la statul respectiv. Dacă vreți o audiere, acest proces poate să dureze până și 90 de zile.
Nu, extradare. Semnesc acum. Extradare. Yeah, please. Me sign.
I want to be extradited. I'll sign now.
All right. Let me just get here. All right, I'm just going to give him the extradition hearing. I'm just going to do it. All right. I think that's all I did. I did no, and then I put a secured appearance bond. I think that's all we're gonna do.
This interpreter speaking, was that for me or?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm talking to my staff.
Okay, standing by.
Let me redo that on the second one, number 29. Okay, so let me go back on record. As to all three matters, the court has some concern. I'm sorry, go ahead. I'll pause. So as to all three matters, the court has some concern whether or not Mr. Sava is truly understanding his rights.
Deci, despre toate trei cauze, curtea, nu ne gândim că domnul Sava și-a înțeles toate drepturile.
As such, the court is going to be scheduling a fugitive of justice hearing on June 15th.
Ca atare, curtea o să facă o audiență pentru fugar a justiției pe 15 iunie.
That's going to be at 1:30 in the afternoon in the downtown Superior Court.
La ora... o să fie la 1:30 după amiază în centrul orașului, la Curtea Superioară, Downtown Superior Court.
As to number 28 on the calendar, the court has imposed a $100,000 secured appearance bond.
pentru cazul 28 la curte. Aici curtea a supus o cauțiune sigurată de $100,000.
As to number 29 on the calendar, the court has imposed a $50,000 secured appearance bond.
Pentru cazul numărul 29, curtea a supus o cauțiune garantată de $50,000.
And as to number 30 on the calendar, the court has also imposed a $50,000 secured appearance bond.
La fel, pentru cauza 30, curtea a pus o cauțiune asigurată de $50,000.
Mr. Saba, you will have a chance to readdress all of these issues, your bond as well as your extradition at your next hearing on the 15th.
Deci o să aveți posibilitatea să remediați sau să apelați aceste cauze, aceste probleme, inclusiv cauțiunea și extradarea, următoarea audiere, care o să fie pe 15 iunie.
Dar pot să plătesc cauțiunea astăzi? Întrebați pe domnul judecător. Pot să plătesc toate aceste cauțiune astăzi? Întrebați-l, vă rog frumos.
But am I able to pay all these bonds today? Can I do that?
Well, sure, as soon as you can.
Cât mai repede puteți.
Și poate să-mi dai dreptul la un telefon să sun familia ca să plătesc, că n-am bani în cont și nu știu cum să vorbesc, să-mi dea o aprobare. Un minut. Cât trebuie să plătesc global, tot? Ia întrebați-l, vă rog frumos.
So could I use a phone to call my family to raise the money? Could I do that? And also, how much is the total that I would have to pay?
Okay, you will have access to a phone. All of the information that we have here is that in terms of the bond will be provided to you in writing.
Da, o să puteți să folosiți telefon și toate informațiile despre cauțiune zice aici pe hârtie.
Bine, spuneți ca să-mi dea. Da, acum, sun familia și acum astăzi plătește, da. Atât și pentru nevasta mea, Roșta Șonita, care este aici, spuneți.
Un moment. All right, so yeah, just give me all that. I'll sort it out. I'll call the family, sort that out. I'll also do the same for my wife, Roshta Sonita Roshta.
Okay, right. If I can have you step to your left, please.
Posibil telefon, please.
Bine, duceți-vă acolo în stânga.
Yeah, if I can have you step to your left. We're adjourned on this matter.
Duceți acolo în stânga. Acolo, acest caz s-a închis.
Ca să pot să sun.
Can I call?
No, that's fine. Thank you very much to the interpreter for his services.
All right.
I
thank
we
you.
are adjourned on this matter. Thank you.
Excellent. If no further interpretation will be needed, I thank you for calling Lionbridge, interpreter 9263, disconnecting.
Thank you. And as such, thank you. And as such, we are adjourned on this calendar.